Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Sufyan, I'm from class B. In this video, I will explain a novel, namely The Sound and the Fury 1929, which was written in the era of American literature. Okay, what the first we will discuss is the biography of William Faulkner. William Cuthbert Faulkner, or commonly known as William Faulkner. He was born on September 25, 1897 in New Albany, Mississippi in America. William Faulkner is a son of Jill Faulkner. William Faulkner was a graduate of the University of Mississippi from 1919 until 1921 and on the University of Virginia. Okay, the next we will discuss about history of personal life of William Faulkner. William Cuthbert Faulkner is a historical novelist from the United States. His works are known to have extraordinary power of imagination and psychological depth, making him one of the best novelists in the United States. He also received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1949, even two of his works entitled A Fable and The Reverse have won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. And the next, the other literary works of William Faulkner. The number one, The Sound and the Fury. The second is Lightning. Third, Lightning August. Fourth, Absalom. Fifth, The Wild Palms. And the sixth, Go Down, Moses. Seven, A Farif. And the last, The Reverse. Next, synopsis of the story. The Sound and the Fury is a dramatic presentation of the decline of the once aristocratic Compson family of Yoknapatawpha Country in northern Mississippi. Divided, divided into four sections, the history is narrated by three Compson brothers, Benjamin, Quentin, and Jason, followed by a section by an omniscient narrator. Okay, the next we will discuss about the similarities, the personal life of author with her literary works, and the differences. The differences between the writer's life and his literary works is very different. Judging from the author's own life, he lived in a family full of struggles and also a simple family. And in one of its pieces, Sound and Fury focus on a member of a former Southern aristocratic family struggling to deal with the dissolutions of their family and its reputation. The similarity is that they both live within the scope of fighting for the family. The next, analysis character of the Sound and the Fury. Uh, Jason Compson 3. Compson head of household. Mrs. Caroline Compson. Mrs. Compson wife, selfish. Quentin Compson. Compson's eldest son, a sensitive and intelligent boy. Katie Compson. Compson's second oldest child and only factor. Jason Compson 4. Second youngest Jason is cruel, petty, and utterly cynical. Benji Compson, Compson's youngest child, Miss Quinton, a rebellious, promiscuous, and deeply unhappy girl. DLC, Compson's black sheep, the first strong-willed and protective woman, Rascals, Dilsey's husband and Compson mate. Froney, Dilsey's doctor, the man with head. Luster, Froney's son and the Dilsey grandson. Phoebe, one of Dilsey's sons. The moody grandma of the Compson's children. Mrs. and Mrs. Patterson, Compson's next door neighbor. Lauren, Mrs. Jason, a prostitute living in Memphis. Uncle Maury Bascom, Mrs. Compson. Uncle Job, a black man who works with Jason at early shop. The next, analysis story of the Sound and the Fury. The novel tells of the Compson family, a once large southern aristocratic family that begins to disintegrate and falls into decline. The history is set in the fictional town of Faulkner in Jefferson, Mississippi. In the early uh, in, in the early 20th century, told from the perspective of three Compson brothers and an omniscient third-person narrator. The novel is famous for its disjointed and non-linear narrative structure and streams of conscientious writing style. The Sound and the Fury tells the story of the once aristocratic Compson family as they slowly decline. A message of the story. The key message of The Sound and the Fury is the changing values and way of life in the southern United States during the first half of the 20th century. The Compsons, once a wealthy and important family, have lost much of their wit and reputation because they clung to old southern values that no longer made. I think that's all. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.